Hello everyone and welcome back to Clark Sports Cards. I've been meaning to do this video for a pretty good while now and figured what a good time to do it would be now right before I head on vacation a little bit is my PSA reveal. If you recall back in my prior video, it's probably been a pretty good month, probably about 2 or 3 months ago I guess, I sent off a vintage grading, 17 cards in it. Got them back probably about, probably sent it off probably about 3.5 months ago or something like that. But I've done a video telling you what I thought they would get, and we're going to find out what they did get. So, and I'll kind of remind you through the video what I actually thought how they would grade, and then we'll kind of go from there a little bit. And we'll talk a little bit about value as well a little bit. These vintage cards, I liked them. Some I picked up in the local, some I had. So we'll kind of look and see what we got a little bit, but I was actually pretty surprised by some of this that we got. But we do have 16 cards. If you notice, you got a little packet over here. They didn't grade a few of them, and we'll look at the reasoning why in a minute. But I haven't opened them. I did look at the grades of everything so I can be prepared for the video, but we'll save them off at the end a little bit, and we'll get into the cards a little bit as far as that goes. Now we'll kind of, I guess we'll leave it somewhat on camera a little bit and kind of go over each individual card a little bit, and I'll try to tell you a little bit of my thoughts on each individual one and kind of go from there. All right, we'll start off with this one. This is the Fleer 89 Ken Griffey Jr. As you can see, it got a 9. I'm not going to sit there and hide the cards and everything like that, but on this particular card, I'm looking for it on my list here. Let's see, where's it at? The Fleer, there it is. I thought that this would be a PSA 9. I said it had good centering, but there's a spot next to the emblem, which is right there. You can kind of see it faintly a little bit right there. But I thought it would get a 9. In a 9 value, it's still a $25 card. So I think this had discount grading. I think it was like $12, so I figured, we'll send it in, see what we can get. Even if it grades a 9, it's still worth it, and that's what it's got. So it got a 9. So I was kind of expecting that in a little bit, and I was right on the money with that one. All right, the next one is the David Robinson rookie card. This one got a near mint 7. I think I sent in 2 cards of this, so it's going to be kind of hard to tell, but we'll go with our lowest grading one. I think one I said, yes, there it is, that it would possibly get an 8, but I said about a 20% chance at a hold on, no, I take that back. I think I said, yeah, this one got a 7. I see it now. And I said it could be a PSA 9, maybe an 8, and end up getting a 7. And I said on the back had 2 marks in the paper. So I don't know exactly where the marks are at, but it's going to be kind of hard to tell on the slab a little bit. But it did get a 7, so that's one that was down on. I said it was going to be a 9 maybe, but should be an 8 for sure, and end up getting a 7. You can tell it is a little off-center left to right a little bit, but it is what it is. So we got us a 7 on that. So I kind of missed out on that boat a little bit. Missed that by a grade. Let's get into the next one. The next card is another David Robinson, and this one got a 9. So I said on this one would be a, let's see here, yeah, 70% chance at a 9 and a 20% chance at an 8. And I didn't go back to the 7 too. The 7 card is only going to be worth $15. So I barely covered the cost of grading on this one. So, you know, $3 profit basically if you did sell it. Some of these I'll sell, some of these I'll keep, just depending. Probably sell the 7. Probably keep the 9 here. Because it's pretty good. The center card presents very well. In a 9 on this vehicle, this is a $30 card. So it's not a high-end card, right? But it is one of my PC guys, David Robinson, the Admiral, one of my favorite of all-time NBA players. I love his persona, love the way he treated the game. Just a great all-around guy. All right, we'll go to our Ozzie Smith. This one got a near mint 8. I said that this would be a PSA 8. It had a dot at the bottom of the card, and the centering is a little bit off on the back, as you can see right there. But these cards are hard to center anyway. And an 8 in this card is actually a pretty good score. And it's around a $50 card still. So 8 on this, and you know that's the last time I checked was about a month ago or something like that when I got the thing back, and so I just done a quick little what it would sell on eBay for, and that's it. So got a nice 8, but it is very well centered. Look at the front of it. I mean, it's pretty good for a 79 tops, which are typically a way off centered. But yeah, so presents well. Color's good on it too. So, but it got an 8. So I was pretty much on that one. I was hoping for a 9, but you know, like I said, I figured it would get an 8. All right, this is the other David Robinson. This is the what they call the draft version, I guess. I said this was 50-50 at getting an 8 or a 9 because I thought the centering was pretty good on it, but it got a 9 either way, so I'm happy with that. At a 9 value, it's a $30 card as well. There was a dot on the left side. I think it was somewhere, maybe right in there. I think you might be able to see it right there in the card, but I figured it would get 8 or 9, and it got a 9, so I'll take that. All right, next card. And this one right here will be in the PC forever. And it didn't get a very good score. I thought it would get a lot better score than this. But this is my King Griffey Jr. Little story about me a little bit. I don't know if I said it in the prior video, but this was one of my first big cards ever when I was real little, back in '89. And I wouldn't say real little, but in my teens, low teens and stuff like that, when that was my first big card that I pulled that my dad purchased. He's still living, so I'll still keep this card forever, probably pass it down. 7, I'd love for it to grade higher, right? But it really doesn't matter because this is a card that I want to keep forever. Got this at an Upper Deck, a pack at a flea market. And back then, $1 for a pack in '89 was very expensive because it was used to $0.25 packs and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, quarter packs and 50-cent packs for some of the higher end stuff. But you know, paying I think it was over $1, almost $2 a pack for these back in even in '89 was very expensive, almost unheard of. But Upper Deck come on the stream and was able to sell it. But iconic card, one of all time. But even got a 7 on this card. Is still believe it or not, a $60 card. So there we go. Nice King Griffey Jr. rookie. All right, next card. I picked this up at the local shop. Got a nice 8. I thought it was a very clean card. And this is Ozzie Newsome's rookie card. Now, PSA 8 is what I anticipated it to be. By the way, I thought this one would be a 7 or an 8 on this. I thought it was a 50-50 shot either way, and it got a 7. But the Ozzie Newsome, I thought would be an 8 because there was a dot at the bottom of the card somewhere down in here. I think it's right there. I don't know if you can see it, but right in there. There was a dot. So it got a PSA 8, but still a $50 card for an Ozzie Newsome rookie card. Pretty cool, iconic, good player. All right, next card. They're kind of falling over a little bit in here. Let's see if I can get it. All right, there we go. All right, next one. Jim McMahon rookie card. Everybody remembers the Bears back in the day, the Super Bowl shuffle and everything like that they produced. Loved that. But 83 tops, Jim McMahon rookie card, got an 8. Anticipated this at a 65% chance of getting an 8, 25% chance at a 7, and a 10% chance of getting a 9. Of course, it got an 8, which was what I anticipated it to be. This is around, even at 8, about a $30 card. So I figured, you know, I tried to grade it what I thought it would get, and even if it got the grade that I thought it would get, there's still some room if I did decide to sell it and, you know, to come in the positive side a little bit. But it's a very good, well-centered Jim McMahon 1983 tops rookie card. So, like that card. All right. All right. This one, I really missed a mark on. This is probably one that I'll also keep on my PC forever. This was given to me by a friend that passed away right when I got married back in 2000. This was one of my wedding presents that he gave me. He was one of my best men in my wedding, and he passed away probably about 10 years ago. Brain aneurysm. So, you know. But yeah, that was his only card out of his collection he ever gave away, and he gave it to me. He was my best friend. Donald Tilley is his name. But yeah, 1989 Steve Young rookie card. You know, I was a big 49er fan. Didn't have the Steve Young rookie card at the time. He had 2, and he gave me one of them. But this actually got a 6. And I thought I was way off the mark on this one. I thought this had a 50% chance of getting a 9, 40% chance of getting an 8 and a 10% chance of getting a 7. I don't know how in the world it got a 6. Don't know whether I'll break this and resubmit it. I mean, it did have some issues. You can see what you see in my prior video. Had a little corner issue there, maybe a little corner issue there, as you can see, but it's not bent. It's just touches on each corner of that little touch down at the bottom. But there's nothing in this card to make it a 6. I mean, the centering that's a little left to right, right? But I mean, it's not that bad of a card. If we're downgrading all the way to a 6, I do see a lifted corner right there a little bit, which I don't believe that was in my video, but they could have damaged it, which the typical PSA, which they do sometimes, but still doesn't see anything that would rectify this as being a 6. Worst case scenario, a 7 for sure, but I feel this could be an 8 possibly, so I might crack and resubmit. But there again, this one is a PC for life. The grade doesn't really matter, even though you like the grade to be higher. This is one that I'll keep forever. So, but even in a 6, believe it or not, this is still a $20 card, so I made money if I was going to sell it, because it was a $12 grading fee on this. Regardless, I'm just looking at it from the grading fee versus what I bought the card for. That was actually free though. 1962 Topps AL home run leaders. I seen this, and surprisingly, it's in pretty good condition. You see a dot right there in the color, a little left to right. Corners are rounded a little bit. So get this got a 4, and you can see a lifted corner pretty good right there, right? And a corner down there, and a corner down there. The edging's a little bit of color issues. You can actually see the curl up of that corner a little bit if you get it in the correct light. But this got a 4. I thought that the AL home run leaders, where is it at here? AL home run 61. Yeah, there it is. I thought this would get a PSA 3. Even if it got a PSA 3, it's a $60 card. It actually got a 4, so it's a $90 card. So you win some, you lose something. So it's a $90 card, believe it or not. And all these sales are based on eBay pricing and stuff. So nice little home run leaders. Does have Roger Maris on there, Mickey Mantle, Harmon Killebrew, and Jim Gentile on there. So nice card. Very good. Excellent. All right, next card. Good old Ted Williams. You can pull it out here. 1958 Topps Ted Williams All-Star. This got a 4, as you can see. Got some issues with coloring up here on the card. Off center a little bit, rounded corners down there, turned up. This kind of a corner issue a little bit here, but no creases, no cuts or nothing like that on it. I got a lot of fuzz on this thing from packaging. It looks like I need to clean, but yeah, overall it presents pretty good. Color is pretty vibrant on it, so it's not too bad. But the 58 Topps, what did I say this one was going to be? Where's it at? Where's it at? I apologize. I'm looking here. Wade Bond, Billy Rickens, Steve Young, Jim McMahon, Tony. Did I even do anything on this? Well, I don't see my listing on this. Yeah, oh well, I guess we're going to skip this one because I don't see. It's a home run leader. It's a 58 All-Star. I know I wrote this down. Oh, here it is. I thought this would be a 3 or 4, basically a 50% chance either way at a 3 or 4, and it got a 4 on it. But even at a grade of 4, it got a $100. It's a $115 card. So there we go. Sorry for the delay in that a little bit. All right, Wade Boggs rookie card. This is my dad's favorite all-time player. I really like it a lot as well. A PSA 9. I thought it was a 70% chance of getting it. 20% at a 10, and a 10% chance at a 20% chance at an 8, and a 10% at a 10. And it's got a 9 right there where I anticipated it getting, and a 9 is worth $100. So there you go. Nice little Wade Boggs rookie card. Mint 9. All right. Good old Dwight Clark. That's my name. That's how I got into football a little bit. Love this card. I thought this would have a 60% chance at a 9, a 40% chance at an 8, and it got an 8. So even at an 8, though, it's a $30 card, but this is one of my all-time favorite players. Dwight Clark, the catch man, his rookie card. Nice little 8 right there. A little off-centering issues, right? But still, nice card. That's kind of a PC card. All right, last one I got to reveal that got graded. That didn't get rejected. An 83 Joe Montana. 83 Joe Montana that I had in here is, I thought this would be a 55% chance of getting an 8, a 10% chance of getting a 9, and a 35% chance of getting a 7, right? And it got a 9, so I got the 10% out of it. So even at a 9 grading, it's a $55 card. So I think this is like his, yeah, it's like his 4th year card. So nice little Joe Montana, 1983. Like the look of this card when I seen it, how well it presented and how clean it was, and just overall look and feel of the card for Joe Montana. So I decided to grab that one. So that's it of my graded cards that I got. So done pretty well. No 10s, of course, but I didn't really expect to get many 10s out of that. I was looking for vintage. You look for kind of a lower hit rate, right? As far as you want some 9s and 8s. If you sneak in a 10, man, that's kind of a big benefit, right? So let's see what they had to say about my cards in here. Good old Topps. I mean, good old PSA. Let's see what they said about this card here. My Tony Dorsett said it was mini-sized, 78. Yeah, well, I know that's a bunch of BS because you can actually match that up to the card even behind it. I don't know if you can see that. It says it's mini-sized, and it's exactly the same as, you can't even see the card behind it. All right, we'll flip it over. Matches up to this one perfectly. So why they wouldn't grade it, beyond me. It's not mini size. It's the exact same size as this 70 card, which that doesn't really mean a lot, but yeah, let me get that box out of the way. Still don't understand why they did that. You can even actually match it up to the Billy Ripken here, which is a newer version of a card. And look at there. It matches up perfectly on the front. You don't see no card behind it, right? You flip it over and try to keep it the same. You don't see the card behind it at all neither. So, yeah, mini size my ass. Yeah, I'll send that off to be graded again. I'm sure it'll pass through. Just some idiot. This one says it's miscut as well. So, comes right out of a box. I mean, you know, we actually opened this out of a box. So, I know it's not miscut. So, I opened this on the channel. So, stupid. But anyway, Fleer, and this is the the F-face error, so miscut, which I know they'll regrade that. That's kind of stupid. And then the 1970 Topps John Unitas did not get graded as well. They said it was mini-sized, I guess, or whatever. So, yeah, stupid. I don't know. I don't know how this can be miscut and then too mini-sized, but anyway. And I wouldn't expect a good grade other than this one. I was expecting like a 9 out of that maybe. But the rest of the stuff was, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. But neither one of those got graded. So that's my reveal. A little quick reveal of vintage. If you like it, hit that comment, subscribe below. Really would appreciate it. Trying to grow the channel. I'd like to get over 1,000 views or 1,000 subs here on the channel. So check out some of my prior videos. And y'all keep on ripping. Clark Sports Cards out.